Hello, all you hardcores out there, how are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the voice of hardcore boxing. But then again, you know that, don't you? That's why you've tuned in. Right, jot a few things down earlier. Let's see what we've got in the Porky goodie bag. Been a long, long day, and I can't find my Allen key for my seat. Oh, it's here. Packet of Rizzlers. Did anybody see Super Mario Maris Bradis? Or that a Coley fight? Did anybody see that? Just that I've been thinking about how boxing's heading lately. You know, with all this this WWE nonsense. There's things like that in there. There's the general feel to the sport. It's like a bit scripted and a bit, I don't know. I don't know. I was looking earlier at some other bits and bobs on YouTube, and he popped up, this Marius Bradis Super Mario guy at a DAZN show in a Super Mario outfit. You see that, wouldn't you, in a circus or a pantomime, wouldn't you? You wouldn't see it. You wouldn't see it calling that world title holder, you know, like the Source, you know, Lawrence Okolie, aka the Source. So we've got the Source and we've got Super Mario. Where's Hulk Hogan and the Undertaker? What part of all this have they got? Do you see where I'm coming from? They call me Punchy sometimes, or Punchy. I don't know. I just want to say how, do you know, like people go on about how sometimes people go on about crime, don't they, and how it has happy endings and things like that. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. It's a roller coaster. But I don't know if anybody followed the Brinks Matt Bullion story from 1983. It's like nearly 40 years, isn't it? Follow that story, and you'll see everything that's happened around that. Everybody tied to the money and that. And today, Michael McAvoy's Mrs. Kathy Meek were buried today, or Kathy McAvoy, in Bermondsey. And they've been through a lot together, haven't they? Don't forget, he got 25 years. You know, he served over 16 years of that. Double cat A. So can you imagine what they went through as a couple? And he hasn't been out that long, has he? You know, I don't know, maybe a decade, nearly 2 decades. Yeah. But what I want to point out is, look, the lady's died, hasn't she? And I've seen the film many times, and I'm always watching bits and bobs about it. I like stuff like that, and I just thought it would have been nice for a Michael McAvoy's wife to, I don't know, to live longer after all that time in jail he did, and what happened with Gold and the story behind it and all that. And I just think it's a bit of a sad ending to something that were exciting at the beginning, wasn't it? And now disloyalty and things like that were showed in the case by and the people on the outside as well. I've been watching the last few days, and I knew it was a funeral today because Peter Fury went to the funeral today. We were down there last night. He went to the funeral today, and I've been watching it last few days, and I've read the book and that, the Wednesday Clarkson book about Kenny Noyan. I've read all about it, and obviously I don't know the lady that died, but I just think it's, I don't know. If I'd have done a big sentence like that and got out, I'd have wanted to be with my girl forever. But I don't know, I feel kind of sorry for him. I do all that burden that they all had his top off and his wife's died. That's bad luck, innit? So Michael McAvoy, keep your chin up. And I don't know if I were married and my wife died. I don't know what I'd be saying now. I'd probably say to myself, I'll see you someday, but not yet. I don't know. It's I don't like it when people die. It's not good, is it? Anyway, bit morbid that, isn't it? But it's a story that you should watch on YouTube. The Brinksmat Bullion and what that girl did, because that Kathy Meek went to prison and that she told police to F off and lot. She didn't say nothing. And she stood by him all that time and were there at that gate when he got out. I like stories like that. I don't like these slags, these scrubbers that you get on your arm when you're riding out, when you're throwing bricks about and stuff like that. I don't like them. As soon as you get a bit of shovel, they're not so keen to show the same energy when you're on remand and they're getting searched every time and all that. And the mates are asking them to go around town and stuff like that. They don't show the same energy when you're in jail, do they? But a lot of girls out there, and all you wannabes who want to be with people who are a bit warm and that, or a bit tasty, can I just say this? Show some fucking loyalty. Show what this girl did here. Stood by a man all that time, eh? And went to prison as well, taught law to F off. How many birds would do that now, Dave? Can you imagine around here? If they said so much, if they said anything so much as we'll take your kids off you, or you'll go to jail or court, or oh, it'd be like a canary, wouldn't they? Anyway, so may Kathy Meek rest in peace, and I wish her family all the best. I send my condolences. Right, Savannah and Shields. Savannah Marshall, Clarissa Shields. It's a great fight, isn't it? Is it the most anticipated female fight of all time? Yes, I would say yes. Because back in the day when Layla Ali were fighting and people like that, nobody really, they won't do it numbers it's doing now, is it? So yeah, this is the biggest fight. This is the big one. Mr. Bean, we're going to say Mr. Bean's gloating, anybody isn't? He's gloating. Has anybody seen him? He is gloating, and I will show you. Oh, you remembered this time, did you? Tony. Okay, tomorrow, Kent. No problem. I'll speak when I get home later. Sorry about this. I'm being really rude. Right, what we're going to do there? I've got short term memory loss there. What were I on about then? Oh, Savannah Shields, Mr. Bean. Somebody just sent me some. Ozzie Smith. Watch this. Hang on a minute, because that looks like Bean. Oh, Bean, I've got no. Oh, I can't show that. Hang on a minute. Hang on.
Every single one of those ministers that sat on that television screen and that settee bullshitted away.
Gary Neville.
Through every single interview for him and lied through the back teeth.
Yeah, they are.
And that includes
You know Gary Neville? You could imagine Gary Neville, couldn't you, as like the Prime Minister, couldn't you? You know, Red Ned. You could just imagine him being that man of the people, couldn't you? You could imagine him as a prison governor, couldn't you, Gary Neville? You could imagine him like cracking whip at Lindholm, couldn't you, in cabbage fields, while you're there doing that back-breaking work in winter. You could imagine him, couldn't you? Only if he missing and being on horse, wouldn't it, like in Cool and Luke? Yeah, I could imagine Gary Neville being that type of guy, pretty militant, isn't he? But getting back to Bean, would have been, could have been, should have been, never been, mate Bean, creepy Bean, Beanie. Rumpelstiltskin, we're on to you. Where is it? Who just sent me that? Somebody just sent me somewhere. Well, it Kent. Hang on a minute. Let me just go through all our calls. Kent, Rico. Oh, I think it was Rico, wasn't it? Oh no. Well, Bean's gone to Adam Smith, Mr. Bean. He's at I don't know where it's gone. Oh, hang on. Wait, Matt. Oh, Darren. Got you. I've got it here. All right, I'm on. I don't know what it is. Basically, there was a press conference today at Mr. Bean's. He's introduced the GOAT or GWOAT, Clarissa Shields, as the GWOAT. And he said, I know what. Look, you've got to go watch it. Look, you'll get loads of helmet votes for that. And I don't know if I'm going to bring Weapon at Week back for that. Is it worth a Weapon at Week, that? Is it worth me shelling out my budget for a Weapon at Week with Bean? Do we want to put Bean as the weapon? Or should we invent a new category altogether for Bean? I don't know, but oh yeah, it's getting a bit pantomime-y, isn't it? You know, the more we move forward. Bean's now saying he's a visionary for this all-female show he's putting on. All action, tantalizing, sizzling. Yeah, I bet it's sizzling Bean. Hey, oh, Mr. Bean. Hey, unbelievable! I'm a visionary. Why are you putting crap like that on social media, Bean? You're not a visionary. You're a fact in your life. Yeah. Visionary, oh my God. Right, moving on from Bean and the Beanie People. What would you say, female fighter at years? You say Katie Taylor stuff. No, you say Natasha Jonas is up there as well, isn't she? She's up there. You say Ebony Bridges is, even though hardcores don't like her, you know, because she behaves like a slag, doesn't she? And we don't want that for our boxers, do we? Walking about slutting yourself off like that, brassing yourself off. That's what that is. Yep. That's what this is, Edward. Brassing yourself off. But I wish her all the best. But no, I think Tasha Jonas would be up there, wouldn't she? If Savannah beats Shields in style, I think she'll win it. Because she's probably about out, wouldn't she? But which brings me to Anthony Fowler. Now here's a man who's not very popular amongst hardcore boxing fans. I don't know why, because he looks like he's an hard trainer. He's done his best, but when you come out with stuff on social media, it's like some of the stuff he does. He digs with sending an old, doesn't he? I mean, this is how I look at it, right? These people are supposed to be men of the people, aren't they? Working class sport, you know, your Conor Benns, Anthony Fowlers. Running about with £2,000 prams for the kids. Now, Fowlers stood outside Iceland saying, I don't know, some fancy mate pram, Versace or whatever. Me pram's gone, la. Here, let me just ring me pals. Here, la. I'm outside Iceland. Iceland? Yeah, and my Versace pram's been nicked. Have you seen it? I'm going to put a 500 reward out for it, la. 500 quid reward for a pram. When you can go to whatever Mothercare, you can get a top-notch one for like, I don't know, 300 quid. I got a twin bruggy one for about just under 400 quid in sale for my kids, and then I had to get a car to fit it in. They're that wide, aren't they? But won't go in a Monday or go around all the Laguna. But no, I don't know, paying all that money out for a pram and then leaving it outside Iceland where they're selling items for, you know, no more than £2 or something. I don't get that. It's weapon behaviour, and it is probably helmet of the month top 5 behaviour. It's that bad. What can we say about this man here? Jarrell Miller, been out at ring, over 3.5 years, comes back, 25 Clementine. Oh my God, 25 Clem. I used to be bigger than that. I could top Gerald Miller. Hey Miller, our what's Miller? 3-4 hour 50, 61 pound heavier than Miller. How much is that in weight? 4 stone or something. I would be heavier than Miller and shorter than him. Still pulled it off like Bruce Lee. No, all I did, I took expert advice from people in boxing, how to do it and all that mental approach and all that. Picked all the brains about weight, about dieting. That's a good diet. Mick Vale puts his fighters on, they don't have problems making weight. But no, you are what you eat, aren't you? I think, when I used to be mates with Mickey Feet, I think best thing Mick ever said to me, well, a couple of things. One thing I said to him, I said, I think I'm going to buy that calf, mate. And he went, do you know what? Hope that's the best thing you've ever said. Oh, can I've known you? Anyway, I didn't buy the calf. But the other thing he said, and I should have done though, and the other thing he said to me was, what other thing he said to me? Oh, that way. You are what you eat. If you're going to eat rubbish, you'll look like rubbish. If you're going to eat cleanly and you keep training, consistency will get it off. So I'll give you that. And that's why you have to try, don't you? If you try for like a month of money, then flies off and spurs you on, doesn't it? Not that I'm an expert with weight loss, but I'm not being big-headed, but who's done what I've done with losing weight? Oh, nobody does what I do on YouTube because nobody's got no knackers in boxing. As regards what YouTube is. But there's nobody lost what I've lost in weight. Who can you say he's lost 262 pounds? 262. Have a look. Yeah. 261. 261. Nobody's lost that, have they? So I like to think I know what I'm talking about. When I get all these know-alls that tell me, oh, okay, you had a gastric band, cheating. Listen, I know people that went for gastric bands and they put loads of weight on. Couldn't handle it. It's in here. But something happens to your band and it triggers something in your brain and it helps you. It's in here. Weight loss is in here. For years I kept thinking, I'm starving me telling you. No, what's happening? It's what you're eating and what portion. All right, so we've got that one out of the way. Billy Joe sparring at Ben Davidson's this week. People were asking me, is that Max sparring at Ben's or Billy Joe? Because Billy's face was that puffed up. And I couldn't tell. I had to look close. And yeah, it was Max. Sorry, it was Billy Joe sparring at Ben Davidson's. So yeah. I wonder where that's gone. Oh, it's Terry that sent me now. No, I'm going to find out. It's going to do my head in otherwise. I'll do my Sweden. Probably delete it. But yeah, we are now entering the GWOAT era. And Adam Smith's a visionary. Oh my God, what has happened to the world? Should Billy Joe come back? I don't know, really. I don't know if I can get behind him. I won't buy a ticket to watch him. I like to watch his press conferences, and he's become more famous for them than fighting, hasn't he? So should he come back? Nah, stay retired. Take over in Jim Bill. Right, Jason Cunningham. Down here in Woodlands, Doncaster, is a steppy bull fighter. Area English, British, Commonwealth, European champion. And an IWF international. Why couldn't Steffi Bull and Frank Warren, just like Cunningham, Jason Cunningham, be like a Sam Eggington? Why couldn't they do an Eggington with him, like what, Sky are doing? Why couldn't they do that? Why not? Or is it Channel 5? I'm not sure. It's Sky that. Why couldn't they do that with Sam Eggington? Why with Cunningham? Why not? Why not? Just let him have a few defences to throw him in with Tete, didn't they? Why did they do that? Does Steffi Bull think that Jason Cunningham would get beat against substandard opposition and they didn't want to let him have a few more defences, so they wanted to cash him out against Tete because he never won a 5-second block of any minute in that fight. In the minutes they were in that fight, it was embarrassing. It was some of the worst matchmaking I've ever seen. We're nowhere near ready for Tete. You know, it's no wonder Arthur Barnsley backed Tete by KO and Arthur South Yorkshire around here because everybody looked on Tete, didn't they? So, you know, odds went down to nothing. Nobody could get a bet on round here. So that's that. But no, I thought he got fed to Tete, like Terry Harper got fed to that big puncher. Sometimes you just got to say no to these big promoters and wait your turn. You know what I mean? But Eddie's weight loss. Is it worry about all Jailers got ahead of him? You know, what dodgy dealings has been doing, all lies is told. Is Eddie going to be brought to justice and put in the scrubs on remand? We're going to see, aren't we? We're going to see. Where does Joshua go if he loses? I don't know. Shall I shout that out, wouldn't I? Looks like there's fucking bit of a fucking family dispute going on here. Managed guidance stuff. And I'm already start shouting, where's Big Dossie Femi go if he loses? They're gone. Okay, are you back on gear? Eddie's weight loss. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Is he on stents or peds? I don't know. People tell me he's taking some super duper drink. It must be one of them drinks I used to get, you know, with bananas and nuts and raisins and berries. You like that one, don't you, Terry? We're getting poker in a minute. So I'll lose my money and bet on Sonny. Speaking of Sonny, Sonny Edwards. Hi, Sonny. How are you doing? You all right? Sonny Edwards, aka Stuart Little. How are you doing, Big Stewie? What's happening? What's happening, Sonny? I thought you were supposed to be going down to Nicky Smedley's gym, do some sparring. Hey, get yourself down and see. It's got milk, baby. Paul Butler, you know that guy who put Jamie McDonnell on the moon. Well, he's fighting Paul Butler now. I think he wins by stoppage. Don't we say Paul Butler can't fight him? Is he two-time world champion, Paul Butler? He's not a mug, is he? So if he can frustrate him, stand outside and stay out of the way, I think he might have a chance on points. If not, and he catches up with him, I think it'll be all she wrote. But he deserves his opportunity, doesn't he? So good luck to Paul Butler, and he's a good snooker player, I've been told. So I think we'll finish off with this one. I've got to do one, really. I've got to do, even though I'm going to put a bean thumbnail on. I'm going to put a bean thumbnail on, but I've got to finish off on this one. Anthony, the reappearing man, Bellend, the Bellend, the original Bell End. He's only put a fucking Instagram out saying hashtag family. Him and Eddie loved up. Family. But he used to say that, didn't he, about Bricktop all the time, didn't he? One of the best blokes I've ever met. You're like, family. That's what people say. And if you go on his tweets, you'll see that he said it to that guy who directed the filming with, I don't know his name. Family. Hashtag family. Everybody who Bellew meets is family. While ever lying in Bellew's pockets, your family. Isn't it funny, isn't it? Oh, he's like, family. We class him as family. I know a few people who say things like that when you do favours for them. Like family. I've even had them say you're in Will. I don't need that. You like family. Well, Bellew's doing it now, isn't he? So it's the worst insult you can ever do to your own family. Saying other people as your family. It's one of my pet hates. I've no time for people running around saying he's my cousin, he's my cousin. Why don't you say he's your good mate? You were in the same class as me. You're not cousins. You know what I mean? You're insulting your own family. That's my opinion, you know. Anyway, but like I said, family. And that's about it, really. Tony Bellew will be weaving his way into the zone, won't he? The disappearing man. Family. Yeah, we know about that one, don't we, Tony? But is Tony Bellew hovering around for a Jake Paul fight with his family? I think he probably is. Yeah, I think he probably is. He'd be lucky if he gets to Jake. Tony Bellew will be lucky if he gets to fight Jake Paul, in my opinion. I think he'd be very, very lucky. Because it all depends on how his operation goes, doesn't it? To remove his head out of Eddie Hearn's Starfish. So, and on that note, that's gone. And on that note, I am off for a game of cards and a couple of beers with the chaps. Okie dokie. Tuesday evening. Hey, we're playing snooker. All right, peace out. Keep on trucking. Keep supporting boxing. Don't have nightmares. Big shout out to my mate Frankie and Berry and Dave. Hope you well. And Rick Maudsley. Have a word being Frank from him. I think we'll have him on channel if you can sort that out, and I'll come over and do some filming. We've just had Jamie Cox on channel. We'll have Rick Maudsley on from Berry. It's supposed to be tough as killing Berry. You don't believe me? Well, I'm sure he'll accommodate you. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Rick Maudsley against somebody off YouTube. Well, we're going to see, aren't we? Okie dokie. Peace out.